believe in it. I can't. I physically can't. I am jealous of people that have religious belief because you can just believe in it, right? I'm not dissing you. I'm not saying that you're dumb or anything. I'm jealous of you that you're able to sit down and believe in something without physical or reasonable proof of it being real.
I never felt so like proud to be insulted. He's basically like, you're an idiot. You believe all these things with no reliable proof or evidence. You're just blindly following all of these things that aren't verifiable, that aren't known, that aren't X, Y, and Z, and you just believe it, and it makes you so happy. And I'm so smart, and I'm so logical that like, even if I'm gonna have to believe when I die there's nothing, and that's a scary thought, I'd rather believe in that than like, you know, be like you and be happy with this lie and a delusion that you guys have. But I would love to ask this guy, do you know what the word faith means in the original Hebrew, right? And then Greek, right? Does it mean believing something with no evidence? Let's take a look. What's the evidence that Christians are talking about in the first century? Oh, maybe the resurrection of Christ, appearing to 500, appearing to his disciples going to their death and torture for this belief. But man, come on, they made it up so they could get baddies, they could get liquor, Don Julio, right? Hennessy, money, bands, riches, because as soon as Jesus' disciples said Jesus died, then they instantly were at the top of society in Rome, enjoying the high life. So this lie that they made up, it was to get this better life and to enjoy life fully. Oh wait, sorry, that didn't actually happen. They were crucified upside down, tortured, ripped in half apart, and Christians were being persecuted for hundreds of years, even up until today. A lot of Christian persecution is still happening in Nigeria and places all around the world, but those first centuries, those first Christians, that's why they say, right, the blood of the martyrs is the seed of the church, because they said, let's just kill all these Christians. Nero, if you know about him, you know about history. You know what he was doing? Blaming everything on the Christians. He burnt down half the city and then said, it was the Christians. Come on, I want to build the rest of my mansion. So, you know, I don't like the Christians and I want to build a mansion, right? So what would persuade these men to believe in a crucified and resurrected Messiah if it was just leading them to that? Oh, they had a hallucination. A group hallucination? They had a hallucination with all of them together? How does that make sense? No, none of this is actually evidence. Evidence is like, you're lost, sir. Come to Jesus. Let's see what faith actually means.
No, pistis does not mean blind faith in its original Greek or biblical context. In fact, scholars and etymological roots suggest it is often the opposite, a trust built on persuasion and evidence. Here is how pistis differs from the modern concept of blind faith. Persuasion, not blindness. The word is derived from the Greek verb pitho, which means to persuade or to be convinced. This implies that pistis is a response to being presented with something convincing, rather than a leap taken without any reason.
Reasonable proof.
So I went in this video by saying, I'm actually jealous of you, that I don't need to believe in God, and I can do everything my sinful flesh, you know, asks of me, and I can just indulge myself and roll around in the mud and just, but I wouldn't. I'm not jealous of that, because what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but to lose his soul, right? So the same way people say, man, there's no evidence for God, is the same way a robber doesn't want to find a police officer. It's not because he's not around. It's because you're running. Bars.